paste.
Tell them to shut up because they're just.
Yeah, you guys are going to have to be quiet now, okay?
What? I'm going to be chopping. That's alright. It's background cooking music.
So, tomato paste, barbecue sauce, courgette,
Sorry.
a carrot, spring onions. There's mince. We're going to need some breadcrumbs.
I'll get the breadcrumbs.
But we're going to make our own breadcrumbs.
Yeah.
Then, we've already got some great breadcrumbs, but we're not going to need more than that. So,
Here.
oh, okay.
I'm gonna just hold it and I'm just gonna do that because then it's easier.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Then-
Because then you get your face in it.
Then I'm doing it rather than you doing it.
Yeah,
Is
but
that
then
right?
you can see
Okay.
it.
Okay, sweet. Then
I feel like a YouTuber right now.
sweet. We have an egg. One egg, and then
Easy.
thyme. No, we've got mixed herbs. Don't
That's loopy.
mixed herbs. So, tray, bowl. One last thing, bacon. Where did Mum? Oh, that's for the top. Right. So, grater.
In the sink. Yeah, just use it. It's only had cheese on it.
We made the quiches.
Quiche.
We put paprika on the top.
Quiche. Right, I'm going to start with the carrot. Now we've got a particularly big carrot here, so we probably won't need to use all of
Sorry,
it.
that's fine. I'm almost done. I'm going to put this back in the fridge.
So the carrot and the courgette are going to give it a lot of sweetness. Where's all the decent knives gone?
In the drawer, maybe? I saw some in the
you've,
drawer.
you've used them all.
This one's only had potatoes on it. I don't have
Big-
potatoes on it.
I'll have to use this one. Oh, there we go. I have to use this one.
I like small knives.
Right.
That's what I use.
Just going to use that much.
Pang!
It's Pang come to say hello because the green vegetables have come out.
Oh, you like your vegetables, don't you, Pang? Funky. You
Yeah.
didn't show Pang.
Capsicum. So use a whole capsicum. Again, this is not a particular. No, you're getting down. You're being naughty.
Sit on the end one.
So I don't cut these too fine, purely because I like a little bit of texture. We've cut the we've grated the carrot and the courgette, so you'll see them, but the slightly larger bits of capsicum will give you a bit of a crunch. So I'm going to say about that kind of size. Doesn't really matter, to be honest. You haven't got to be too organic or too specific with this, just chop. Because the great thing with this is it's just chop everything up.
Just let her sit there.
Okay. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that over there. I just don't want me to cut any of her whiskers off.
Like Mum did.
Yeah, because that's how close she's getting to us at the moment. Right, in they go. So that's the veggie part done. So those three are really important. Now we get the mince. And just biff that straight in. Now because I've just touched the mince, I'm going to wash my hands before I put anything else in there. Having fun yet?
Yeah.
You having fun?
Yeah.
Right, now the science begins. There is about that much tomato paste. Always put in a little bit more than what you think you're going to need. We then have,
Barbecue sauce.
we're using smoked Manuka barbecue sauce. You kind of want something a little bit ritzy. Don't go with anything that's really boring. Not quite as much. This stuff is kind of powerful. Oh, I'm going to get my chopping board back. And now, because we're doing this as FODMAP, there's no onions, but you can put onions in there. It changes the flavour very slightly. If you really wanted to, you could also do a combination of the spring onions and the green part of a bit of leek. If I was doing that, I would actually sauter the leek, just soften it down before it goes in. Otherwise, it's going to be a bit tough, but it adds a bit more of that rounder onion taste, but without the side effects of the onion. So again, I don't cut these too small. You want a bit of texture with those. In that all goes. Breadcrumbs. That's probably enough there actually. I'd say it's probably about
About right.
3/4 of a cup. Herbs, mixed herbs. That's what we're using. Now, it doesn't really matter actually which ones you want to use. You could use thyme and rosemary. You could basically any garden herbs that you wanted to use. You could use. You right taking a photo?
Yeah.
Now, salt. And now some pepper. Last thing, egg. Now what the egg does is help bind everything together.
It's like the glue.
It is the glue. Now, before I stick my hands in there and start massaging, I'm going to open up the bacon, because as I said before, or have I said it, have I not said it?
Oh no.
We use the bacon as basically a top dress.
Like a shell.
like a shell, yeah. It will, it adds a bit of flavour to it. But if I've already got my hands dirty with bacon, with that juices, then that's it, that's now ready. Right, fun part. Hands in, and you've got to get messy. Meatloaf, you've got to get messy. So you want to make sure that everything is combined really well. I think Zola has now learnt the fact that there is now the most delicious smell of meatloaf in the house, and her nose has appeared. Now at this point, if it's starting to feel a little bit too moist, it's not binding together, you can just throw a few more breadcrumbs in there. Which I think I might do, because it's starting to firm up, but it's just a little bit breaky, and I don't know if you can see how that is looking. So with my dirty hands, I'm now just going to pop. Oh, let's just pop the rest of it in here. There isn't a huge amount. Again, so the breadcrumbs is going to help soak up some more of the juice, and straight away I can feel that now binding together a little bit better. So yeah, perhaps about a cup, but that's a cup of your own made breadcrumbs. I really wouldn't recommend using shop bought breadcrumbs for this. And now you can see what it's forming is a really nice colourful mass, and I can smell barbecue. Tell me what you can smell, Mia.
Barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
And carrot.
Yeah.
And the onion.
Yeah.
And the other stuff.
And the other stuff.
The other stuff.
Right, so that's it. Okay. Now we transfer that straight into the loaf dish. And we're going to press down so we fill it. All the way around, like so. Right. Then what I do is I just run my fingers all the way around the edge, like this, because then I've got somewhere to tuck the bacon into. Let's see how long the bacon is, as to which way the bacon should run for this. Yeah, it's a little bit too short. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the bacon in half. That wasn't really quite in half, but that's close enough. And now just work your way across. Zola going to luck out. She's going to get a bit of bacon. Now, just I just give it another press down, flatten it out, just tuck those edges in ever so slightly. Right. One more thing. Got to cover it in tin foil. Time to run out of soap, haven't we?
Yeah.
all already there. That's over the edge. So this is now going to go into the oven at 180 degrees for